Sema hater. Where? Let's talk.
Here she comes like the rays of the sun, she shines. A 10 out of 10, Lord, she's no less than a dime. Sets my soul on fire and helps me unwind, yeah. The right kind of woman to help me feel fine. And I've been waiting for most of my life to have this love and take my stride and carry on.
Hi, darling. So today I'm doing a story time and a share. I think there are lessons there somewhere, but it's basically let's share. Let's have a cup of tea. If you have a cup of tea, just drink. I'm going to give you like another story that will amaze you because it's still amazing me. So the important thing to note and the important thing I learned from this story, it's not me. It's not about you. I am so grateful. The way my mind is calibrated right now to be able to think that way, because normally or before Juliette, I would have had problems. Yeah, so for the past couple, like 2 weeks, I've had issues come in the form of people in my life, but there's one major story, one beautiful story I want to highlight that will show you that actually, to me, it's like a living testament of something I read somewhere. I'll post it up here. I even shared this with that individual. Fortunately or unfortunately, actually, I don't regret doing that because I needed to do that because I needed maybe something. I needed to do something because as far as I was concerned, it was not a normal thing. It was not a normal lashing out. In fact, it spoke to me a bit. It really did. In fact, my friend even said, I hope this person doesn't come at you. And I was like, I've prayed about it and it's okay. And she mainly said that because this guy happens to work in one of the organizations where I work, and he was spewing out a lot of anger. So yeah, so anyway, here's the story. So I you can get from my point of view what I thought, and you can see what the person is coming. I know probably you cannot know what exchanges exactly we had. I hope you trust that the account I'm giving you is right. But if it wasn't right, trust me, I wouldn't be sharing the story. So I was coming out from a night shift. In fact, it was a very hard night shift because it was just hard. Just know it was hard. Some reasons I cannot divulge. So I gotten from school, I came into work. Then I got into work. I was blessed enough where I was put, it wasn't as hectic. So when work died down, I was studying because I had an exam. So I studied. When I had done studying, I wrote down some content ideas. Then when I did, then now I put it aside. So the night went by, morning came, so many thoughts in my head. Of course, there's fatigue, there's worrying about exams, there's thinking of when will I film the scripts, and then there's some other troubles again. Okay, so it's drizzling. I had a shawl in my bag. I put on my shawl. I'm walking home because home is not so far off. So there's another lady from another company also that works where I work, and we were talking with her, and then she went into her station. So I walked on. Walking on, I met with this guy. My head, I'm telling you for real, my head was not, in fact, I was just moving. I was moving by faith. Moving by faith. I'm putting one step forward, hoping I will find ground and moving. But my head was not there at all. It was just thinking of all these things I'm talking about, yeah. And it was after night shift. I'm hungry, I am tired, I have some worries. So I worry, by the way. I talk motivation and inspiration, but I'm still human. I worry, and I have my own issues also I deal with. So someone, someone, I don't even remember if they said hi, to be quite honest. I don't know if they mumbled, but they mumbled something I didn't quite hear, and I did not want to be rude and say sijasikia. So I just said, mimi hata hi, bibi hata natembea nikilala. Yani to let them know that don't take it personally if I didn't respond to what exactly you said, because my head is not here. But now the time, you just can't stand and start telling this person, oh, niko na hii ni even. No, everyone has their issues. So I just mumbled that, hey, hi, hata mimi ninatembea nikilala, and I walked on. A few steps ahead. There's another friend of mine also who works for an organization around there. He reached out his hand, I greeted him back, and I continued walking on. I know at some point I removed my phone and called my mom, check up, say good morning, nini. I continued on. I reached home, had my brekkie, took a nap because I was going to school later on in the day. So I took my nap, woke up after my nap, of course showered, got dressed, went to school. So normally when I come from school, I don't normally switch on my data, but I needed to access something on through the net. So I did while I was at the supermarket. So I did, and then messages came flooding in. Anyway, I did whatever I was doing at the supermarket. I got out, got into the matatu. So when I was at the matatu, I was like, let me just read these messages that came through. So I partner with this message. Oh, sijui something arrogant, natembea nikilala, well played. And then you greeted the tattooed guy, well played. Oh, it's good to mention that the friend I greeted later had tattoos. I don't know what significance that had, but anyway, he felt the need to mention it. Well played, something. So I was like, okay. So I was like, I responded because there's someone who actually works for an organization where I work, so we're bound to meet up again. So it's like, that wasn't my intention. Me, I had my own things in my head, a lot of things in my head, yeah. And the tattooed guy you're talking about is also a friend of mine. It's called Richard, and he reached out his hand. If you had reached out your hand, I would have also greeted you. So yeah, and it's not right. The guy has a name. You just had to say the guy. You did not have to relate to it. I don't think his tattoos are who he is, and I don't even know how that got into this conversation. So anyway, continue to call. I'm sorry, R is my friend, the guy I greeted. How, yeah, we are losers flock together. What else did he? Yeah, there's so many things. He called me a bitter feminist, said us bitter feminists. At some point I even thought maybe we're in a relationship in this guy in my dream somewhere, because he was coming at me like he was a jilted boyfriend. And I was like, what the? This guy is angry though. This guy is so angry. And all because maybe I didn't respond exactly the way he wanted me to respond. I don't know where he got arrogant from. Okay, that's his opinion, but to start saying, calling us losers who flock together because now I greeted this other one with the hand, and someone can give me the hand and I ignore. He did not give me his hand. He had he was removing something with a toothpick in his mouth. So I am the arrogant one because, okay, I know, I'm not defending myself, but you see all these things that flowed from a simple thing. My point was, when I was trying to communicate backwards, you could have also stretched your hand maybe, or maybe later in my DM you could have asked me, why did you respond the way you responded? I did not really think it was okay, and then we communication. But when you jump onto someone's inbox and then you start throwing darts, and I'm like, wait a minute, okay. Right? First time we actually had a communication, and I had to go back to look at, to get, okay, yeah, you are this and this and this, and I was not mean, I was not rude, I was not anything, but the darts that were thrown. So in the end, at least I am so grateful where I am at now, because I can realize when the problem is not with me. And I say that with so much humbleness. I am not trying to be up there. I know we can be going through things that make it seem like everyone is against us in life. And I'm not saying this guy was against me, but I think this guy was battling something or someone inside. And when maybe I didn't I don't know if I was supposed to do a song and a dance, I'm sorry, but when I didn't maybe respond with the pom-poms the way he had expected, he decided, oh, everyone is now against me in life, so I'm going to go after this one. I'm going to let her know. Even brought in the issue of me being a lawyer. I don't even know where that came from, but anyway, yeah, that was it. So oh my God, yes. So these things happen. And one thing I realized after reading his messages was that, in fact, for real, most of the time when someone comes you with hate or with anger, it is not about you. It is surely not about you. There's something maybe they're going through, or there's something that they've experienced before, and the mere fact that maybe they just wanted that extra thing from you and you did not give them the way they wanted, now it's overflowed and they realize, this is an easy target. I know I'm an easy target being on a public platform, and all my socials are all over the place. I'm an easy target. And you know what I realized? It is okay. I'm going to pray for this person to find healing for whatever thing they're going through. No, it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm a human being, and I was touched somewhere or the other, but it didn't affect my well-being. It didn't affect my feelings towards myself. It didn't affect the goals and my everyday functioning. And I know a few years back I would have taken it so personally. So how I have been learning to grow myself, I am seeing the fruits right now, and I'm thanking everything. I'm just so grateful, because I am not where I was 3 years ago, maybe even 2 years ago. I'm not where I was, and I'm so grateful. And that is also another goal of mine with us sharing these stories, because it helps us see life differently, view life differently, view people differently, and it helps us then grow, not only as individuals but as a society. So at the end of the day, guys, we are all human. We are all human. Even that person you might see on TV, watch me, even that one you see maybe on TV and you think is just so blessed and so happy and has everything, that one is also a human being who is fighting their own battles, which you know nothing about. So come slowly with people, and every time you respond, and if you have a way you want to address, find better ways of addressing someone. There's so many different ways of addressing a grievance you have towards someone. You don't have to be mean-spirited. You don't have to cause a spirit of shunning. You don't have to badmouth people. There's a different approach. You can approach someone and be civil, and maybe from that approach you can learn to understand where this person was coming from and what they were coming from, and learn to listen as well. Because me, when I read those messages and I listened to that, I saw that is someone who's suffering. I don't know how they will take it, but if they ever get to watch this, I guess they unsubscribed, because I got an unsub after that time, and that is so okay. But I hope someone gets to understand their nature and work on their nature, because this is just me. There's someone maybe you're living with. Imagine you blow up in the house with someone like that, with someone you're living with, and you blow up like that. What could be the consequences of such a blow up? So I pray, I beg, I pray we get to understand our natures and work on our natures. My nature, I know, was that one of thinking taking every mean comment or mean spirit personally. Nowadays I don't. If you give me a mean spirit, if I can, I speak out on it. Sorry. or I defend myself, and if I can't, I just move on. I pray for you. In my heart, I pray for you. And if you don't like me, I also accept not everyone will like you in this world. Even me, probably there's someone somewhere who I see and I'm like, we cannot vibe. So that is normal. Just let's avoid jumping to conclusions, into assumptions, into judgments of people, like judging someone because they have the tattoo. There's that saying that goes, the kindest people, some of the kindest people have tattoos on them, and it's very true. I have friends who have tattoos, sits campus, and they have hearts of gold. So this guy judged both me and this guy because he has a tattoo and called us losers and whatever, and that is okay. It is not okay, but it is okay. But I pray that whatever is troubling his spirits, he can heal from that thing, and we can all learn to understand our natures and learn not to take everything personally and everything as something that someone is against us. And on the split side, let us learn to listen to people. If someone is airing something out, listen. Judgments don't change anything, and they don't help anyone. You will continue with your judgment, and at the end of the day, you're wrongly judging someone, and they might have not even given you a legitimate reason to judge them as that. Talking, conversing really goes a long way. Even if you are a boss somewhere, learn to listen to your subordinates. Learn to listen to those who are lower to you. Learn to take them as human beings. And when you see that has failed, see them maybe as your siblings, as you would take your daughter, as you would take your son, as you would take someone probably was close to you. That will help you to get more empathy and understanding, and it will help you reason better towards that person. So let us love one another. Let us be kind to one another. Let us see each other in the battles we are fighting, and try our best to carry each other, hold each other's hands, and support each other's as the brothers and sisters we are. We are all human beings. We are all one family. We're just separated by different things. So let us just be there for each other, support each other. As I wrote to this guy at some point, I'm also not perfect. I am also not perfect. I think you might have known by now from watching my videos, and every day I learn. But what I try to do is try to do my best. Not that I will accept someone walking all over me unnecessarily, or I will accept negative energy or negative attitude or condescending attitudes against me because I am trying to be my best. No. If there's something I need to speak up on, and I will. But I am not perfect, and every day I work my darnest to be the best I can be. And that's what we can all do as human beings living together in one community and one society. So let us elevate each other, grow each other, be kind, and love one another. Thank you guys so much. Today I've talked so much. Thank you for taking your time to watch. I really do appreciate for subscribing, commenting, liking, and sharing. Let us continue growing together. Stay blessed. Ta-da!